Mindscreed. We're here.
Alright. Alright, I think we're on.
We're on? What's up, guys? Welcome to Mindscreed. What are we talking about?
What are you doing?
We don't need to know how they're doing.
Bruh.
But we hope you are okay, guys.
Right,
What are you doing with it?
I'll just keep that there.
What's that?
We're live.
Oh shit, we're live. Where? On Facebook? Insta.
We need to start doing lives on Facebook still. Should I do a live on Facebook? Alright, we bought them enough already, a minute in. Okay,
Yeah,
start again.
We've lost like like half our audience we've lost.
No, I
it.
didn't. No, at all.
It's okay, man. Our day ones are here.
Forever and always.
Yeah. Alright, guys.
I need to get comfortable.
Dude, I'm trying to find like a comfortable position as well. I'm comfortable with this.
Alright, so we come across this book called The 48 Laws of Power. And bruh, I don't know, it's pretty deep. What would you say? It's kind of manipulative and it is. I'm not gonna say it's kind of, it is.
It is. Wait, who's the author?
A guy called Robert Greene.
I thought this was like the book that he wrote with 50 Cent, but that's another book, you know.
Yeah, he wrote after this. I think 50 Cent himself first called out to him, and yeah, he kind of liked what he was doing. So they wrote another book together called the 50th Law or something like that.
Mm.
I looked into it a little bit, but I don't know. I can't feel it as much as I felt the first one. But he's done a few other good ones as well, like The Art of Seduction or something like that.
Oh yeah, I read that book. I skimmed
What
that
did
book.
you think of it?
It's kind of manipulative as well. It's like, because he goes on about how you have to manipulate other people's perception of yourself. So like, you get to know them. What do they like? What do they vibe to?
And in the
stuff
book,
like
he
that.
calls them victims.
Yeah.
He calls them victims.
What the fuck?
Bro.
It's a polarizing book. Let's just say that. But then again, who's gonna take advice from Robert Greene? Like, it's not like he's out there, you know, approaching girls every day.
Oh, we don't know his life. For all we know, he could be sitting down like, what's that Playboy guy, Hugh Hefner.
You have no.
But he could be sitting down in a bed for 10 of them now. I doubt it though. He's probably writing some next book.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Alright, so the 48 Laws of Power. It sounds like something that Niccolo Machiavelli would write.
Yes.
I feel like maybe he drew inspiration from that.
Of course he must have. Because that's sort of like, for people who don't know Niccolo Machiavelli or something like that, isn't he Italian?
Yeah, he was an Italian political advisor to the Medici. Yeah, so this was like during the Renaissance period. Like the Medici, they were like this powerful political family in... Where was this? In somewhere in fucking Italy. I should know this because this is part of my project. But yeah. He was a political advisor and he wrote this book called The Prince, explaining how a prince would rule over a state. You know, like, one of the messed up things it says, like, it's better to be... If you're not loved, it's better to be feared.
That was one of his big things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it best to be loved or is it best to be feared?
Mm.
What would you say?
But it depends, innit? But as a prince, I would say it's better to be loved.
Because it's more real in that sense.
Yeah, and it's less forced as well. Okay, shall we? Let's dive deep into this book then. The 48 Laws of Power. You said you read it like like
Don't share that.
bedtime, isn't it?
Share that. No, I've listened through it a few times because it's full of lots of gems, if you like. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a dangerous book because every book could be dangerous. It depends how you use that knowledge. But like, if you're into psychology and stuff like that and the Dark Triad, then it's one of them books that you should read. Obviously, you can use some of the shit for like bad, but like, in a way, it gives you an inkling on how these certain individuals will act. But just before we go into it, like, don't think too deep into it, because I know a few people who use this book like a Bible, like, and they've just complicated their world into thinking that all of this is 100% real. And so, like, one of them is like, always despise a free gift or something like that. Be careful, like, because it's not always like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like there's nuances to things, isn't it? Like, it's not always like the way it is on the surface level. Because obviously, like, life is complicated than that, and obviously you're gonna find yourself in like different situations, so you can't really apply it. So it's applicable to things, but you can't apply it to everything.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Alright. Okay, so the first law he speaks of is never outshine the master.
Never outshine the master. Is that to do with like the master's pride? Like, if you outshine him, he'll get like all prideful.
Yeah, I'd say. It kind of like, if this was his seduction book, he would replace. I'd say anyway, he replaced master with victim. So why would they? So it's all about gaining power, of course, isn't it? So I guess he's trying to say, look weaker than you actually are, or something like that.
So deceive the master. Make him think that he still has the upper hand, even though he doesn't.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's what I get from it anyway. It's also like your manager at work. So you want a pay rise. You're not going to outshine the manager and show that you can actually do better than him, because he's already probably got a big ego and he thinks he can do it all himself because he's the head.
Sure. Alright, the next one is never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies.
It's a deep book, isn't it?
Yeah. This is, I can see how like Machiavelli might have inspired this as well. So never put too much trust in friends, and learn how to use your enemies. It's kind of funny because your friends may turn out to be your enemies, especially if you don't trust them.
I think too much trust can get you killed. And like, it doesn't matter how long you've known someone, people change. So, I don't know, sometimes if you ain't got like a real sort of communication, connection thing there, then they're just gonna start maybe getting envy or sly comments or something like that. But positive part, learn to use your enemies.
Yeah, learn how to use your enemies, or use enemies.
I think in the book he said something like, an enemy has more to prove than a friend. And Abraham Lincoln or something, he said, I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Yeah, you see, I agree with Mr. Lincoln over there. Never put too much trust in your friends. Learn how to use enemies. Yeah, you could also say like it's also like, like don't put all your eggs in one basket. So kind of like spread your trust around. Even though trust it's not like it's a thing like you can spread, but yeah.
The third one is conceal your intentions.
Conceal your intentions.
So for any listeners, you've already seen where this part's going down and how like you can see it's manipulative in a way.
What? This podcast is manipulative?
No, like the way the route the podcast is going down from the book.
Oh, right, yeah.
Why would I just be saying that? Oh yeah, guys, this podcast is very manipulative.
So if I was you, I'd keep listening. But yeah, so conceal your intentions. It's kind of like the same as the first one, or similar to the first one, about not outshining the master.
Yeah, I think a few of them are, sort of similar. I ain't really got nothing to say for that one.
Conceal your intentions.
Yeah.
I guess my thoughts on that is like, so conceal your intentions so others don't see you coming, or at least so they don't read what you're gonna do next.
It does what it says on the tin. It does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
Conceals its intentions. Always have, the fourth one is always say less than necessary. And I think the book says, the less you speak, the less chance of an idiot you're going to make yourself look, or something like that.
That's true. That's true, like, because the more you speak, honestly, the more you talk about something that you don't really know. And, like, I think that's the good thing about speaking. So, so like, you say stupid shit, and then others can be like, actually, that's stupid.
Yeah, of course. I think sometimes nerves come in or something, the nerves take over, and then people are just chatting shit about something they wouldn't even be chatting shit about ever. But I just want to try fill up that empty space, because I don't know, I don't feel like a lot of people like silence or something like that.
Yeah, silence, not a lot of people can handle silence. And some people lose it. I was watching this, I think it was a YouTube video, probably a Vice documentary or something, about the quietest room in the world or something like that. And silence can actually drive you crazy.
I think I've seen that one. I don't really watch Vice, but I've seen that. It was in there for like 45 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So it's been the most silent room in the world, and apparently like you can hallucinate and that, because it's pitch black in there. There's no sound at all, so you start hearing like your heartbeat. You start hearing your heartbeat and the blood rushing through your veins and all that kind of stuff, and it just hooks some people up. What are you saying? What?
Oh, I was pointing that like you could use it as a gauge or something.
Yeah, nice thinking, bro.
Yeah.
Right, what's the next one?
Next one. Alright, so this is number 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life.
Guard it with your life. Remember, this is for like kings and queens and princesses and all that kind of stuff. It's not for the average Joe.
Oh, is that who he wrote it for?
That's what I'm assuming, yeah, because that's what them sort of like celebrities and royal power people have, them sort of games. I think that's already just like a known rules for the family to already know this sort of stuff.
Yeah, like they vet them like this. So like, guard it with your life. Yeah, so like protecting their reputation and stuff. So they have to put on like some image. It's image gang. Yeah. Yeah, I think like if you, so much depends on your reputation, or especially if you are as like a celebrity or someone who's really high up there. But even for like normal people, because you could ruin your reputation and then that could affect your chances of getting a job. Like imagine like doing posting some weird stuff on Facebook, So you have a drunk night out or something. That goes on Facebook. And then you're trying to like become a partner to a law firm or something like that, and then someone finds that. That's not a really good image for you.
Yeah, good luck with that shit, bruh.
Okay, next. Do you want me to do the next one? Okay. Quote. So it's number 6. Quote attention at all cost. Quote attention at all cost. So is it talking about catching other people's attention?
Yeah. I wrote it in a book now. There was like a king and queen coming to like some opera event or something like that, and the public's in her. They seen the dress she was wearing and all that kind of shit, and they shined and all that. But then this other woman came in who was brought into like a royal family, and I think she must have been late, and she took her time, and she looked nice, she looked fine, and all the public was stunned and watching her, and that's where she outshined the queen, and the queen beheaded her.
What?
I know. So be careful, innit? Because
Yeah.
I guess like if they want to court it, that's bringing them into an alpha sort of thing. So I am the one with all the attention around here. I'm courting the attention. I have the power, the energy, and the focus of the people in the room. But if you outshine the master, you lost your reputation, you lost your life, and whatever.
Yep. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. We all know someone who's like this. Like, you're working in a group, you put in all the work, and then they take the credit. I think this is what happens though if you're like working for someone, working under someone who's also working for someone.
There's kind of like managers as well. Like, I used to work in Tesco. My manager was cool, but like the other managers, that's what they'd go on like.
Yeah.
They'd just hide like all the co-workers things and be like, yes, this is what I've done.
Wow. So people like that are what's wrong with the world. Because like, what's the point? Even if you do take the credit, do you have the skills to back it up? Right. So it's gonna lead you nowhere. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. I've kind of used this before, but not in like an evil way. Just in a a thirsty.
Go on then.
Go into the club. Okay, so we're in the club. Yeah, we go to the club. Yeah, and the easiest way to get girls' attention is to get some bet, isn't it? So we had some bet. It was a handsome guy, one of our friends,
I love this.
Because I'm there thinking like, we're sitting down here, I'm there thinking like, okay, how do we get girls here? I look around, okay, so it's me, nah, you're not that not that handsome. I mean, my mom thinks I'm handsome, but in this situation.
Go on.
Yeah, in this situation, of course, we have to put our personal biases aside. So I'm like, okay, my other friend, nah, too ugly. And my other friend, the ladies love him, innit? So we're like, okay, let's go fish. Kyle, I'm sure gonna blip that out because I don't want him to know. Anyways, I'm like, okay, let's call him K. Yeah, K. So I'm like, yo, K, let's go get some girls in it. And then as soon as we go, we bring back like at least 3 girls. All because we used bait and we hooked and sank. There you go.
Alright, next one.
Win through actions, never through argument.
I like that one. I don't see. I don't feel that's manipulative. I like that one. Act over speak.
So what is it? Actions are more powerful than words. Or actions Actions speak louder than words.
My bad. I probably just bust someone's eardrum. I was just checking in the mic, see if like that side actually works as well, and it does.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're using a new mic.
Oh yeah.
Innit?
Going up in the world.
Come on. Next, infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. I think it meant and, didn't it?
I like that one.
Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Why? Why would you avoid the unhappy?
Misery loves company, and so does the misery creating the company. That makes sense. I don't care. Some people, like the victims.
Yeah.
Some people, fair enough. Yeah, you can get down every now and then, but for the people who are doing it constantly and to sometimes sort of like play to that as at their advantage and take people's kindness as a weakness, that's what happens. And then all of a sudden you forget about your whole life, you're off purpose, and then you're chilling with people who are pessimist, if that's the right word. I don't know, they're just down constantly. They see no like struggle, they see all the struggles in the world, they can't see no sunshine, anything like that. And all of a sudden, that's how you're seeing life as well, because that's how it will affect you. I was listening to this neuroscience thing the other day, and the guy like said in detail how literally the biochemical or something like that, it literally changes around these individuals. It's mad how.
Well, so like your biochemical makeup changes when you're around these people.
It matches to theirs. Isn't that mad?
Like you synchronize.
Yeah, you do. You do. That's mad.
Well, it can probably work the other way around as well, then. Innit?
For like
happiness, you know, they say laughter is infectious as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. So you chill with more happier people and people who are doing stuff you want to do in life, then you're gonna have that yourself. You chill with people who just chat shit all the time and can't constantly talk about others and go on negative and all that kind of stuff, then you're birds of a feather. That
Flock
one,
together.
What was the next one?
I
lost one.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Bruh. Alright, so in this part of the book, he says, learn to keep people dependent on you.
Keep them hooked.
Bruh.
Like, this is what like pimps do to hoes.
Yeah, trust me.
Like they keep them on the hook, so like they think that they need them, even though really it's the other way around.
So he's basically saying use people and love things rather than use things and love people. The reason why we share this sort of stuff, is for you to look out of it and see it within your own life as well, within your personal relationships with friends, family of friends, family, etc. So then you can see when they're trying to do this sort of stuff, so you can get a good understanding of what these types of individuals are like. And
yeah, it's like the better the devil you know, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
What's the next one?
Use selective honesty to... I don't even know what's that. I'll just cut that shit.
The next one is use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. To disarm your victim. Selective honesty. So I guess it's not lying. It's just selective, you know.
So basically, it's lying.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not telling the truth. It's just telling half the truth. You know what I mean? So it's deceiving people in a way.
I think he went on in the book to say like Machiavelli would tell so many like lies. So when he did hide the truth in certain parts, they'd have to like think for hours to even get to the truth.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing though. Like eventually, the truth always reveals itself. And the thing is with liars, like they have to tell a lie to cover up another lie, to cover up another lie.
Just tell the truth, you don't need to remember anything. Make life a lot easier. But obviously, these social types,
Psychopathic,
yeah,
Machiavellian.
they
type
have
thing.
to do that. But they have to keep moving as well, because sooner or later someone clocks onto what they're doing.
Yep.
That's why they're constantly on the move.
Number 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Yeah.
I don't know that.
I'm kind of like 50-50 with this one, because I can see the. It depends who you're asking for help though. If you're asking for someone like who's close to you, you don't really have to appeal to their self-interest, because actually, it is in their self-interest to help you in the first place, anyways. Because if you're my friend, you're gonna wanna help me, because that's what friends do. But I don't know, like to other people, never to their mercy or gratitude. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Like I would appeal to their mercy or gratitude. To strangers' gratitude.
Yeah, of course. You would though. That seems common sense to me though. That one. Right, this one. 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy.
Jesus.
What I take from this one, so like if we wanted to do this, you know, that guy Tyler in it.
Tyler. RSD Tyler, yeah.
So let's say he was putting on like a free seminar or something. And if we were like this, we'd pose as friends, we'd go there and say, "Oh, I'm a very big fan," you know, that kind of stuff. Whilst low key, we're recording everything he says and taking notes. And we can steal like an artist. That's how artists draw.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Number 15. Crush your enemy totally. Yeah, this is definitely a Machiavelli move, because you don't want to give your enemies a chance to recover. If you're gonna crush them to total destruction. I feel like I remember reading this in The Art of War as well.
Another big book.
Yeah. But yeah, crush your enemy totally so they don't have a chance to recover. Otherwise, if they recover, they're coming after you.
What I get from this one is crush yourself totally, because I feel like we're all our own biggest enemies. So I wouldn't say think of that bully from year 3 or something like that, or the postman who's a prick.
Okay, Postman Pat.
Coming out with a bow and arrow. Oh no, junk mail. No, just crush. I say crush aspects of yourself which are the enemy within. And I don't know.
I said do both.
I ain't really got enemies like that.
Yeah?
To crush, no. And I feel like it's a waste of my time.
To crush your enemies. It's gonna save you time. Imagine like, I don't know, a year from now, your enemies come back and they destroy everything you've built.
Right, let's go on to the next one.
It's yours. Go on.
Use absence to increase respect and honour. So it's either you are high value or you're faking high value. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know what you mean, but I don't think the audience knows what you mean.
Next.
Keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. That's kind of like the same one. Use absence to increase respect. So it's like creating an air of mystery around you. This is the same advice he gave in The Art of Seduction.
Is it?
It's like make yourself appear mysterious.
What did you say? It was the same advice in...
Yeah, So he gave the same advice in The Art of Seduction, like create an air of mystery around you, so others can be intrigued by your absence. Absence makes the heart go or fonder or whatever.
Yeah. Fonder.
Fonder.
Fonder and that.
Fonder. I want a fonder. Next.
Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous.
Oh.
So, I think with power comes war. I think they're kind of cousins or something like that. They must be close. So, get into the war zone yourself. Get into the rhythm of life and be sociable.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
No.
maybe staying with the times. Or
I mean, it's not even staying with the times, but it's what you said before, like, be social. Like, isolation is dangerous because you need friends, you need allies, so to say, if we're talking about war. You need allies, so there's no point building a fortress and you're the only citizen of that fortress.
isolation can be bliss sometimes, but it can also be hell. I think it is good for any hermits out there to try and get out a bit more.
Yeah, like everything in moderation, innit? See, imagine they use isolation as an actual punishment.
What, for hermits?
Not for hermits, but for criminals.
Oh, don't they kind of do that?
Huh?
Don't they kind of do that?
They do. What's this? They put you in a hole or something.
A hole. What's the next one? Know who you're dealing with. Do not often what?
Do not offend the wrong person.
So know who you're dealing with and do not offend the wrong person. That just reminds me of Don't Outshine the Master, but with a bit more detail.
Sort of like, there's another saying about this, like, you never know who you're kind to. Like, lend a help. What was it? Like, lend a helping hand. For all you know, it could be an angel that you're helping or something like that. Yeah.
Reminds me of Booker T. Washington. He's a sick guy.
Yeah.
He was walking down a road or pathway or something like that, past a farm, and this woman said, "You there, like, come clean up my firewood," or something like that. And now at this point, Booker T is a big status guy, high guy, and got his shit together, doing big things, and he puts his ego aside and humbly just like uses manners and everything and just says like, how can I help you, how can I serve you, and all that, and then he does the job, and then she says to him, how can I repay you, and then he said like, you don't need to, just thanks for allowing me to have your service or something like that. And then the woman asked her maid, like, who was that, and the maid was like, that's one of the great, like, that's Booker T. Washington, and she said, send him 2 million or something to his charity or something like that. Just on that.
Yeah.
So that looked like a nice thing.
Yeah, you never know, innit? You never know who you're kind to.
It's just good to be good, nice to be nice.
Next one, do not commit to anyone. Yeah, don't put all your eggs into one basket, basically.
Play a sucker, 2021. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark.
Than your mark.
Al Capone one. Sometimes you must play the fool to fool the fool, thinking he's fooling you.
Yeah, I like that. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Yeah, text one to no one type thing. Seem dumber than your mark. That's a con word as well. Con artists, they'll have like a mark.
Go on like that.
Sure is. 22. Use surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power.
I don't even know. Don't even know this one.
Use surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. I want to say it's connected to the previous one about seeming like you're dumber than your mark. So your weakness being that you're dumb, but actually that's your power, because that's going to allow you to get more insight into your mark. Yeah. Next.
They concentrate.
Yeah.
Concentrate your focus.
Forces.
Forces.
That sounds. Yeah.
Concentrate your forces.
It sounds very Art of Warish as well.
Know your strengths. Is like, I'm lost now.
I would say concentrate your forces. Yeah, so I don't know, I keep thinking about the art of war. So instead of dispersing your soldiers to cover a wide area, you're better off penetrating through the middle, and attacking like that. I guess you would cause more damage that way. Play the perfect courtier. Again, it's just saying you should pretend to be someone else.
25. Recreate yourself.
Yeah, that's all speaks for itself, isn't it? You know, you should recreate as in, change yourself as in you. You can tell we read through this.
26. Keep your hands clean.
I don't see how you're gonna keep your hands clean if you're gonna follow these 48 laws of power.
Trust me.
Okay, like this.
I know. Trust me.
This game.
So make others do the work for you. That's what I've got from that one. It's just keep your hands clean. So make them do the work.
Okay. Play on people's needs to believe to create a cult-like following.
Jesus.
Ooh.
So play on the beliefs.
So play on people's needs to believe. And, people will believe anything. People really will believe pretty much anything. You just gotta make them believe it's not crazy to believe in whatever they believe in it. To create a cult-like following. And that's gonna take a lot of charisma to do that.
Enter number 28. Enter action with boldness. Does this mean I have to be a bold man?
Yep. You gotta go, oh monk.
Fuck.
I think it means confidence.
Yeah, I know, I'm chatting shit. Of course I know what boldness means.
I'm sorry, I had a dictionary right here. I just had to say it.
Jesus.
Interaction with boldness. Oh.
Sorry, I'm gonna leave you. I need a toilet break.
Okay, guys. Billy's abandoned me, so it's just me and you. I'm gonna keep going. The next one is plan all the way to the end. So you gotta make a plan, guys. Like, you can't just make half a plan. Like, make a plan to start something and then just hope it's gonna come to completion by itself. That's planning to fail. So don't fail to plan, because right, okay, I'm gonna move on. So make your accomplishments seem effortless. You know, there's always that one, you know, like when you're in school, there's always that one friend of yours who's like, he never studies, he never reads, but come time of assessment or tests, he like gets one of the highest scores. And you're there looking like, how did you get higher marks than me when I've been revising and paying attention? I don't know, like they just seem to always get higher scores than everyone else. Effortlessly. Like
What
effortlessly.
What did I miss?
You missed make your accomplishments seem effortless. Also, there was plan all the way to the end, but you don't need to know about that.
31. Control the options. Get others to play with the card you deal.
Oof.
So, to project options out there which they may think are their own choice, but they're not really their own choice.
Yeah, that would be the deceptive part of it, I guess. So it would be like you making the rules of the game instead of letting them make the rules.
And in a way, would that make them more shakeable? Like it said in that other bit.
Shakeable.
Yeah, it said one of the laws will like make them shakeable or something like that, and unpredictable. So they feel, fuck it, let's go to the next one.
32. Play to people's fantasies. Play to people's fantasies. I don't know. People like to have their fantasies come true, their dreams come true. So play to their fantasies. If they think they're queens, treat them like a queen. Yeah.
Yeah.
33. Discover each man's thumb screw.
What does that even mean?
Do you think it means like their buttons?
Their weakness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Know your enemy's weakness. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Do you think like maybe it's not working on your side?
I don't know.
But hold on.
Hello?
Wow. Oh shit.
Okay, so the mic's back. Don't worry, it's a new mic. We're just learning how to work it still. Go on,
Alright, so now you see like how I can be talking from.
Yeah, that's
all the way
perfect.
here.
Should have had that from the beginning, man. It's like the end of the pod.
It's okay. It's just gonna, we're gonna have like those podcasts where we just like delete an entire podcast, or maybe not. This is still gonna be up there.
Alright, what's next?
The next one is be royal in your fashion. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one.
Well, I think that's down to body language again. And internal dialogue. Raising the voice across the room like... You treat like a victim, people are going to treat you like a victim. You act like a victim. You act like a king or a queen. They're not going to treat you like your shit because they see from how you are, you're just not that sort of person.
Yeah, it's like the way you present yourself is how you want other people to treat you. Yeah.
I feel like a part of it though is they're unconscious of their internal dialogue and how they're presenting themselves, maybe. Who knows?
35. Master the art of timing. This is actually key when it comes to trying to dance with girls in the club. Because if you miss the timing just by a little bit, some other guy would jump straight in there and you'll miss your turn. You know, exactly, just like that. You know? I swear that happened to me. You know, I was doing good, but hey, you learn from your lessons, innit? Or when it goes like red. When that thing, you can't see it. What am I saying? Let's see how.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
Right, stop geeking over the mic.
I can't stop geeking over this mic. It's like so portable and small and nice.
Okay, the timing one. I see that with jokes as well. So to tell a good joke, you gotta know the timing.
Oh yeah, timing is important. That's what I think we should go on. Telling jokes. I'm gonna go take a piss. You can continue.
Bruh. Well, right. What?
Shit,
What was we on? Master the art of timing.
Yeah. Misnamed things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge. Yeah, I actually like this. Actually, I like that.
Same.
It's better, like, because honestly, if you can't have something, why obsess over it? Especially if it's out of your control.
Earn it and wanting it only gives it wanting it tax to yourself. We tend to lose what we want, what we overly obsess over, what we want to grab.
Yeah,
we just kill it. Yeah, revenge. Yeah.
Okay. Outro. Okay.
Yeah, we ain't got that yet, bro.
Yeah. Outro. Okay. Here's the outro music. Actually, that might be copyrighted. Yeah, I probably heard that from somewhere before.
Well,
yo, we should actually make our opinion, because we've been doing that a lot. That could be our outro. Well, guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. It sounds like we're begging though. You know, you can like, you can share if you want. You can subscribe.
Just do it. My nan needs a hip replacement, and my dog's bent his tail.
And I need to feed my addiction problem. So, thank you.
Alright, where did we like? Where was we? 36. Alright, we'll finish. We'll finish it later. We'll finish it in another pod. Alright, thanks for listening, guys.
We can do it later as well.
Yeah, still. True date. Well.
Nah, it's already done. It's done.